Hey everybody, BTFMC 1984 here again, and I've been on a while because, work and everything like that, and I just wanted to build up this little collection first. I've been more on a kick of finding some older cars and toys, so I been hitting a couple little thrift stores here and there, because let's face it, the mainline stuff where I'm at isn't out yet, or the scalpers have already grabbed it and left the remains of what they didn't want, what I already have. Anyway, hit a little bookstore out here in Arizona's local one, and they have a little bin of items, and I happened to find this little guy. This is a 1984-85 GoBots. They were the lesser known toys. They were trying to compete with the Transformers. I think they actually came out before Transformers, but Transformers became more popular than GoBots, and they kind of just disappeared. But this little guy is called Scorpo. It is a tank in the shape of a scorpion. It's got a little pincer laser thing, I guess. I never really got into the GoBots a whole lot. Not really. But it was just to grab him to have something from the 80s of the time period. And what's cool is he transforms into a little robot guy. Said these came out, I think, before Transformers, but didn't get the popularity of Transformers once they came out, because they're basically really goofy looking. I mean, this is it. No real hands to hold any weapons. I think if he had any weapons, I think they were plugged into the little plugs where the screws go. But I mean, it's in good shape. Really loose on the pincers for the elbows. But I mean, real nice. What I've read up on him, he has the problem of not standing up fully with the legs. They do collapse down a little bit, so he does suffer from that. But other than that, I mean, still in a pretty good shape for being about almost 30 years old. So I mean, gotta give it to that. Maybe I'll do a better review on him later. Just get him off to the side. Also hitting some other little thrift stores here and there. Came across this little Matchbox. This is Matchbox Series number 60 Sight Hut truck. Kind of like the steak truck I have. This one is only a 2-wheeled or 4-wheel truck, not an 8-wheel. Missing the little green house thing that was on there, green and orange little hut. I guess it was for construction, that they would have a little house that the bosses would sit in. Also came across this little KidCo 1980s Datsun Turbo ZX. This is a little key car gimmick. It's missing one of the rubber wheels, and of course missing the launcher key that would have had Datsun or Nissan on the tab. But it's in real good shape for how old it is. It came out about 1980, 1981. Real good. Still rolls fairly well. Like I said, is missing its wheel, and looks like one of the little lug nuts broke off. But other than that, really nice. Speaking of KidCo, went to a little thrift store and found this KidCo 78 or 79 Corvette. It is in beautiful shape. It does not look like it was ever played with. It may have popped out of the blister and they just threw it on the shelf. A little bit of rub wear on the roof and on the front scoop. There's a little bit chipping on the back spoiler, but other than that, it is in beautiful shape. Does have an opening hood. No interior, just a blacked out windshield. Real nice, and it is a heavy little car for being a plastic-based metal body car. I've looked this thing up. I've seen others that have had this thing in playwear condition. This is not been played with. This either it fell out of blister or someone had it just sitting around and never really played with it. There's no wear in the wheels. And here's the extreme. Found this little bulldozer, missing the tracks and missing the front struts that would help simulate the hydraulics of the front scoop. Real nice. I think this is like one of the little later issues. This is copyright of 1979, so this is about the 1980 80s, around that. It doesn't have any of the tampos on it. as the later 90s I think would have, that said like Caterpillar or Hot Wheels on it. And I think they replaced the rubber treads with actual wheels and just made it look like faux plastic tracks. So there's that. And then found this little Highwayman, Malaysia made. Really nice, pretty good shape altogether. It's got a broken roll bar and missing one of the lights right there, but other than that, the tampos are in excellent condition. It's got a few nicks and wears from, you know, the odd casting issues these things had back in the 70s and 80s where it wasn't fully, you know, cleaned up. And I don't know if it was rolled over or hit, but it looks like it's got a little bit of damage on the roof. Like it rolled over, I guess something fell on and broke the light, you know, something within that, but it's still pretty good. And then found this turbo wedge, high raker, Malaysia made. I had to fix the wheels a little bit because they were kind of jammed up in the back, but it still clicks into place as being a high raker. It is missing the large wing that went in back of it, but other than that, still in fairly good condition. It rolls still. Move some of these out of the way. It still rolls in both the high rake mode and its stock mode. I think it only came out as a high raker. I think there's a couple other versions of a yellow one, a little bit more hard to find. Orange one was more common, but really nice, really solid car. I mean, metal body, metal base, plastic little piece. It'd be nice if Hot Wheels went back, so they're doing the hot ones they've done Redlines, if they'd go back and maybe do a high raker again. But I don't know. And then for you truck people, found this number 76 big rig, the Kenworth big rig. Real nice. And it's not broken. That is an error. The front of the fender was not fully formed toward the grille and the headlight. Because I've looked at it, there is no chip of any sort, so it is an actual molding issue. So somewhere along the line there was probably an air bubble in the casting, so when it was injected with the metal, it just got there stuck and caused that issue. It is also the full fender. I know Master Loafer recently had one where it had missing that front section where it just had a little smaller piece, and it has the opening in the back of the hitch. Later ones they'd fill that in with metal, because this was originally used in a little play set that came with one of those little micro 57 Chevys that had a trailer that would launch off it, and it'd basically be a ramp truck. And then on the odd side, well, first, also at that little bookstore, found this, another number 172 Mazda Miata MX-5. Blue card, really bad shape. I do have one in a lot better shape of card. I don't know if someone knocked this thing over and stepped on it in the store, or it was given like that, but this card is thrashed. Might crack it open later, or might see who is actually looking for it, and if anyone is, give me a little message, private message, and we'll talk about it. You know, back when KB Toys was still around, $1.09, paid $1 for it, so I know it's more sought after in the Mazda line with these yellow hubs, or I might keep it and just strip it for those tires for something else. But if anyone's interested in it, let me know, maybe work something out. Then found this at another little thrift store. Well, found it when I found the KidCo. This is a Zymax Z-Toy. Zymax, I don't know how to pronounce it. D24 bubble. And if anyone recognizes it, it is almost the same casting used by Hot Wheels. Now this is a Hong Kong version, and this is the US version of the silhouette. They basically took the I think it was Ed Roth design and made it more look better, or not better, but I mean gave it its embellishments that Hot Wheels didn't have. Hot Wheels had little metal pipe or plastic pipes from the engine. This one had the trim, missing like little pipes, but what I've seen on photos of the Hong Kong version of the Silhouette, this is pretty much using a lot of its tooling from the interior to the motor to the base and body. They kind of, you know, raised up a little bit of the section, so it's not exactly looking like the Hot Wheels, but it is basically the Hot Wheels caster that they used. This came out in the, this was used up to like 71. This came out about 74, 75. It also came out with crazy wheels, which were larger, and also it had these wheels are more reminiscent of play art wheels, so they either use leftover play art wheels, early wheels, or they got them from the same manufacturer and they just, you know, borrowed them or whatever. I don't know. There's some other little castings that they did that used other parts from like Giant Lightning and Lindsay cars. And that is about it. You weren't really fun. But you know what? I lied. Went down to that same Bookman's little bookstore where I found this at the same time as I found this. Went back, looked at a little baggie of stuff just to see if I missed anything, and lo and behold, I almost missed this. Staring right at me with bright green paint, beautiful wheels, is this not super. This is a Redline, an original 1968 custom Cougar from Hot Wheels Redline, and this thing is in excellent shape except for a mysterious chipping paint issue that's caused the roof, trunk, the passenger side, a little bit of driver's side, the chipping of the paint. I don't know what caused this. I don't know. Someone suggested maybe it was in with a sizzler and that battery acid took its toll on the body. I'm not sure, but this thing is in excellent, like almost unplagued with condition. There are no signs of the hood of being opened over and over, where usually on these Cougars with that scoop, it hits it right on that cowl and it would scrub paint off it. This does not have any of that problem. The wheels are almost dead mint. I've had to adjust them a little bit because they sprung out a little, but there is no wear on the wheels. A little bit of rubbing on the center part, but that is common for a lot of even unplayed with cars in packaging. Just moving around the package, it would rub up against the plastic and the cardboard, and I know we keep on saying and, but this is just beautiful for $2. Well, it's 4 cars, $2 in the bag, so about 50 cents per car. Basically, I paid 50 cents for a Redline, and in this beautiful shape. I mean, I don't have too many Redlines that are in this good shape. Looks like the body has a little bit more extra casting on the grill piece because it doesn't lay flat as another one I have, but this is the later version with larger gas tank. Early ones, the gas tank only came up to that ridge, so this is a later one because they weakened it or whatever like that, but still the base is not really that tone. It's just got, you know, the regular oxidation from the metal. So this is the gem of the finds. Battery's about to go dead on this camera, so I hope you guys all enjoy it. Back later on for some more stuff. Working on some customs I need to show off. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye bye.